Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Today we will make this absolutely beautiful cardigan with gradient yarn and 2 hexagons. You can make the 2 hexagons any size, so you can make your cardigan larger or smaller. I made my cardigan about 26 inches long. The collar is 8 inches across, and the sleeves from the middle to the end measure about 27 inches. I put the hook and the yarn information into the comment section. I started both of my hexagons with the lightest color of the gradient yarn, so they both look even. When the hexagons are folded together, they will make the left and the right side of the cardigan. We will use a gorgeous stitch for the seams on the back and on the sleeves. We will make a collar. We will add length to our cardigan and add a 2 round border, and we will add length to our sleeves and also make a border. Let's make the 2 hexagons with 3 rounds of foundation and then a 3 round pattern repeat. Make a magic ring by placing the end of your yarn in your hand. Wrap around your 2 fingers like an X. Go to the right loop and pull the left loop through. Make a chain and pull tight. Then chain 3 for the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and make another double crochet into the ring around both pieces of yarn. Make another double crochet into the ring, so we have our first group of 3 doubles. Chain 2. Then make 3 more doubles into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. That's our second group of 3 doubles. Chain 2 and repeat 4 more times. Make 4 groups of 3 doubles into the ring with chain 2 in between them. So at the end of the round we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides with 3 doubles and 6 corners with 2 chains. Finish the round with 2 chains, skip over the chain of 3 and make 3 slip stitches into the second double, into the third double, and into the chain space. And start round 2, and now you can also pull the ring tight. Start round 2 with a chain of 3 to replace the first double crochet. Make another double crochet into the chain space of 2. Chain 2 and make 2 more doubles into the same chain space, so our corner is 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Yarn over and go in between the first and the second double, not into the stitch but underneath the stitch in between the 2 posts, and make a double crochet. Go in between the second and the third double, not in the stitch but in between the 2 posts underneath the stitch, and make a double crochet. So we go in between all of the doubles, not into the stitches but between. Then repeat your corner again. 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the corner space. 1 and 2. Then go in between the 2 doubles again, the first and the second double. Between the 2 posts, make the double crochet. Make another double crochet between the next 2 posts. Make 4 more corners with 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Then make 4 more sides with 2 doubles in between the posts of the previous doubles, so we'll have 6 sides and 6 corners again. Finish round 2 with your corner, 2 doubles, 2 chains, 2 doubles. Make the double crochet in between the chain of 3 and the second double of the previous round, and make your last double crochet in between the second and the third double of the last round. Make a slip stitch into the double, so skip over the chain, go into the double crochet, make the slip stitch, make a slip stitch into the chain space and start round 3, and we repeat the same round 1 more time. Make the corner, chain 3, a double, chain 2 and 2 doubles into the corner space. Then go in between all the double crochet and make doubles until you get to the corner. And again, make sure you go underneath the stitch and not into the stitch. And then repeat the corner. 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles, and then you can repeat that pattern until the end of the round. Make double crochet in between the posts of the previous doubles, and when you get to the corner, make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Finish round 3 with a double crochet in between the chain of 3 and the double crochet of the last round. Skip over the chain of 3 and make a slip stitch into the double crochet and into the chain space. And now I would like to start a 3 round pattern repeat. Let's start round 1 of our 3 round pattern repeat. Chain 3 for the double crochet, chain 2 for the chain space, and make a double crochet into the chain space. Then make doubles in between all the previous doubles until you get to the next corner. Into the rest of the corners, make 1 double, 2 chains and 1 double, and make doubles in between all the doubles. So in the first round we have only 1 double, 2 chains and 1 double in the corners. Finish round 1 with a double crochet in between the chain of 3 and the last double crochet. Go into the chain space and make a slip stitch and start round 2. As you can see, our piece does not lay flat, and you can already test it out and fold it corner to corner to see if you have a nice L shape, and it's already looking very good. Let's start round 2 of our pattern repeat, and it's the same round that we did in round 2 and round 3. Chain 3 for the first double crochet, make another double into the chain space, chain 2 and make 2 more doubles into the chain space. And now you can repeat the same pattern that we did in round 2 and round 3. Make doubles in between all the doubles, and then to the corners make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Finish round 2 with a double crochet in between the previous 2 posts. Skip over the chain of 3, make a slip stitch into the double crochet and a slip stitch into the chain space, and start round 3. And it's a repeat of round 2 again. Chain 3 for the double, make a double, 2 chains and 2 double into the corner space, and then make double crochet in between all the previous doubles. Make the corners with 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. So in round 1 we make 1 double, 2 chains and 1 double, and in round 2 and 3 we make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the corners. Finish round 3 with a slip stitch into the double crochet and into the chain space, and now we can start round 1 again of our pattern repeat, where we made 3 chains for the double crochet, 2 chains for the chain space and another double crochet into the chain space. Then make double crochet in between all of the double crochet between the posts, and make 1 double crochet, 2 chains and 1 double into the corners. Finish round 1 with a slip stitch directly into the chain space and start round 2. I put markers around all my chains from round 1, so it's another way for me to double check that I don't make mistakes. So this is the round 1, round 2, round 3, and then the chain again from round 1. Start round 2 with a chain of 3, a double crochet, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the corner. Make the double between all of the double crochet, and into the other corners make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Finish round 2 with a slip stitch into the double and into the chain space. Start round 3, our last round of the pattern repeat. Chain 3, make a double, chain 2, make 2 doubles into the corner space, make doubles in between all of the previous doubles, and in the other corners make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. And finish the round with a slip stitch into the double and into the chain space. Now please make 2 hexagons with as many rounds as you like, but finish with the 3rd round of the pattern repeat. I made 21 rounds, the 3 rounds in the beginning and then the 3 round pattern repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, so 21 rounds. Let's make the back seam. Place your hexagons right side up and make the 2 first corners where our seams face each other, like an arrow up. This will be the neckline of our cardigan. Fold the 2nd and the 3rd corners together so the wrong sides are inside. Give it a little shake, it folds easier this way. This will be the bottom and this will be the left sleeve. Then repeat on the other side. Fold the 2nd and the 3rd corners together. The wrong sides are inside. This will be the bottom. And this will be the right sleeve. You can cut your yarn on the left side, but you can continue using the yarn on your right side to make the seam in the back. Let's make the seam starting on the top and work our way towards the bottom. I turned my cardigan to the side so it's easier for me to stitch. Here's our neckline, and we will crochet from the top to the bottom. Both pieces are right side up. Now you can continue with your color and make a slip stitch into the chain space of 2. I will grab a new color so you guys can see the stitching better. You can also grab a new color if you like, and it also brings out the stitching better. But either way, both of us, we will make a slip stitch into the chain space of 2. Then chain 1. Then grab your second piece. Make sure your working yarn is in the front. Go top down into the corner of the second piece, so go in the right side, come out on the wrong side, and you can hold the yarn so it's easier to make the slip stitch. Make a slip stitch through the chain and the loop that you have on your hook. Now make a regular slip stitch into the first double of the first piece. We work into the front and into the back loop and not in between posts on this stitch. Make a slip stitch into the first double. Then make a top down slip stitch into the first double of the second piece. Place the working yarn in front, go into the right side and come out the wrong side through both loops of the double crochet, and you can hold the yarn to make the slip stitch easier. Make a regular slip stitch on the next double crochet on the first piece. Go to the second piece to the next double. Top down, come out on the wrong side, make sure your working yarn is in the front and you can hold it. Make the slip stitch. Make a regular slip stitch into the next double on the first piece. And a top down, slip stitch into the next double on the second piece. Top down, make sure your yarn is in front. Make the slip stitch. Make a regular slip stitch into the next double into the first piece. And a top down slip stitch into the next double of the second piece. Working yarn in the front. Make the slip stitch. This is how the right side looks, and this is the wrong side. Finish the row. I'm making my last slip stitches into my last 2 doubles. The one in the second piece top down and the one in the first piece regular slip stitch, and then I go back into the second piece again and make a top down slip stitch into the corner. Around the chain, pull through the chain and the loop on your hook and make the top down slip stitch. And then I have to make one more slip stitch, a regular slip stitch into the first piece into the corner space. Then you can chain 1 and sew in your loose end. We finished the seam on the back. Now let's make the sleeve seam. Go over to the side. And I made a slip knot again and put it on the hook. So inside is our wrong side, outside is the right side. And I pull the slip knot through the chain. And make one more chain to secure the yarn. Grab your second corner and make the top down slip stitch into the chain space. Then go into the first double in the front and make a regular slip stitch. Go into the back, first double, make the top down slip stitch. And then repeat, making a regular slip stitch and the top down slip stitches. When we get to the middle, here's the back, here's the front. Leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches empty in the front, and in the back we count 7 spaces in between posts. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces in between posts and leave those empty. And that will be our collar. Now you can make a chain and sew in your loose end. And now we can make the other sleeve. Turn your cardigan so you are looking at it from the front. Go to the side of the sleeve and repeat the pattern. Make a slip stitch into the first chain space and a top down slip stitch into the second chain space and alternate. Make a slip stitch and a top down slip stitch in all of the doubles. Then leave 7 doubles empty in the front and leave 7 doubles empty in the back. And now we can make our collar. Place your cardigan right side up and we will start crocheting in the corner. We will go around the front, around the back, and around the front again, and then back and forth in rows, and make 5 rows for our collar. Make a chain of 3 into the corner space for the first double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Make another double into the chain space, and then we make our regular pattern, going between the double crochet and make 7 doubles in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Here's our first seam. Go into the seam, and I just try to grab at least 2 pieces of yarn so I have a secure stitch. Make a double crochet into the seam. Now go to your corner and count 7 spaces. Here's our first space in between the first 2 doubles. That's a chain, but it counts as a double. So I count the spaces: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into that space I will make the first double crochet. Make the 7 doubles again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then in between the chain and the double, 6 and 7, and 2 double crochet into the corner space. 1 and 2. Make 2 double crochet into the back seam, and I try to grab 2 pieces of yarn again. 1 and 2 doubles. And then continue on the other side. Make 2 doubles into the corner space. Then make 7 doubles in between the previous doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Make the double crochet into the seam of the sleeve. I try to grab 2 pieces of yarn again, and now we can count 7 spaces again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have to make my double into that space. 1 double, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then we make 2 more doubles into our corner space, and now we can make rows back and forth and make our collar bigger. This was our first row. I want to make 5 rows, so I started a row counter. Start row 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and in between the first and the second double crochet, make a double crochet. Then go in between all of the doubles and make double crochet. When you get to your seams, also make double crochet in between all the previous doubles, and in the back the same way, make doubles in between all the previous double crochet. And on the other side, finish row 2 with a double crochet in between the double and the chain of 3, and start row 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and then go in between the first and the second double and make a double crochet. Make doubles in between all of the doubles, and now you can repeat those rows 2 more times. Finish row 3, then make row 4 and row 5. We started row 1 on the right side, and we will also finish row 5 on the right side. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Finish your 5th row on the right side, make a double between the chain of 3 and a double crochet, and you can sew on your loose end now. And we finished our collar. Now we can add length to our jacket the same way we did on our collar. We will start in our bottom left corner and go back and forth between the two corners in rows and add length. Turn the jacket around and we'll start in the bottom left corner. Place your cardigan right side up and make 3 chains into the corner space. 1, 2, 3 for the first double crochet, then repeat the same pattern we did on the collar. Make double crochet in between all the posts. When you get to the back seam, make 2 double crochet into the first corner space, 2 doubles into the seam and 2 doubles into the second corner space, and then crochet to the end of the row in between all of the doubles. Finish the row with a double crochet into the corner space, chain 3, turn your work, and then repeat the same way what we did on the collar. Make doubles in between all the previous doubles. And now you can go back and forth and add as many rows as you like, but please add an uneven number of rows. I added 11 rows. Add an uneven number of rows so we all can finish together at the bottom right corner and make our final 2 border rounds. We will start our final 2 border rounds on the right corner. Work up the right side, around the collar, down the left side and around the bottom. Finish the last row with a double crochet in between the chain of 3 and the previous double, and now we can start a new round with a chain of 3 and a double crochet around the previous double. Chain 2 and make 2 more double crochet around the previous double. So that's our corner. 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles. Then turn your work a little bit, and now we will work around the entire posts on the side. Go around the entire post of the double crochet and make 2 doubles around it. Then go around the chain of 3 and make only 1 double around it. Go around the post of the double crochet and make 2 doubles, so we alternate between 2 doubles and 1 double. Go around the chain of 3 and make only 1 double. Alternate between 2 doubles, 1 double, 2 doubles and 1 double until you get to the corner. When you get to the corner space, make 2 doubles into the corner space and then continue with our regular pattern. Go in between all of the double crochet and make double crochet. When you get to the collar, make 2 double crochet into the corner space, then make 1 double, 2 doubles, 1 double, 2 doubles into the posts on the side of the collar. Make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles around the chain of 3 and make double crochet in between all the previous double crochet until you get to the next corner. Make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles around the double crochet for the corner. Make 2 doubles, 1 double, 2 doubles, 1 double around the post on the side of the collar. Make 2 doubles into the corner and then go in between the previous doubles and make double crochet. When you get to the bottom, make 2 doubles into the corner. Then alternate again. Make 1 double, 2 doubles, 1 double and 2 doubles around the posts. Make 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the corner space, and then continue making double crochet in between all the previous double crochet until the end of the round. Finish the round with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and then make a regular slip stitch into the double crochet into the front and back loop. And you can make a slip stitch now into the chain space, but I want to make a slip stitch with a new color, and you could do the same thing. It makes the border more interesting, so I make my slip stitch with a new color. Let's start the last round with a chainless double crochet. Pull a long loop as long as you double crochet and hold the loop with your thumb on the hook. Then rotate your hook from the front to the back around the yarn to create the yarn over for the double crochet and still hold with your thumb. Go into the chain space and pull a loop through. Still hold with your thumb, pull through the loop and behind the yarn over. Now you can let go and pull through 2 loops. Make a half double crochet into the chain space, yarn over, pull the loop through, then pull through the loop, the yarn over and the loop on your hook. Go into the first double crochet and we go into both loops, the front loop and the back loop, and make a slip stitch, so a regular slip stitch. Then make the chainless double again. Pull long, hold with your thumb, rotate from the front to the back to create the yarn over, then go into the first double again into the same stitch where you just made the slip stitch, the first double. Pull a loop, pull through the loop, then behind the yarn over, let go and pull through 2 loops and make a half double crochet into the same stitch, also into the first double crochet. Then repeat the sequence, skip the next double and into the next double crochet make a regular slip stitch through both loops of the double. Make a chainless double, pull long, hold with your thumb, wrap around, pull the loop through the double crochet, pull through the loop and behind the yarn over, let go, pull through 2 loops and make a half double crochet into the same stitch. Skip the next stitch and make a regular slip stitch through both loops. Into the next double crochet, make the chainless double, pull long, hold with your thumb, wrap around, pull through the loop, behind the yarn over, let go, pull through 2 loops and make the half double crochet into the same stitch. Then repeat the sequence, skip 1 stitch, make the slip stitch into the next stitch, make a chainless double into the same stitch and make a half double crochet into the same stitch. Repeat until the corner, skip 1, make a slip stitch, a chainless double and a half double. If you have a double crochet to skip before you get to the next corner space, you can skip it and make a slip stitch into the corner space. I don't have a double to skip, so I just made my sequence into the last double, and now I can also make a slip stitch into the corner space and repeat the sequence. Make a chainless double into the chain space and make a half double crochet into the same chain space. Then restart the sequence, make a slip stitch into the first double, make a chainless double and a half double into the same stitch. Skip 1 and repeat the sequence until you get to the next corner. And remember, for the other corners, if you have a double to skip, you can skip it and make the slip stitch in the sequence into the corner. Or if you don't have a double to skip, you can make the sequence into the last double crochet and then also make a slip stitch and the sequence into the corner. Finish the round, take your hook out of the loop and pull it through the chain space from the front to the back, make a chain, and now you can sew in your loose end. Let's add length and a border to our sleeves. Place your sleeve right side up. Here's the shoulder seam we made. Fold your sleeve in half, and it doesn't have to be exact, but we want our sleeve seam to run along our underarm. Pull a loop through the entire space again and chain 3 and work the double crochet in between the posts again until you get to the seam of the shoulder, so we work again in between the posts. When you get to the shoulder seam, make a double crochet into the first chain space, a double crochet into the seam and a double crochet into the next chain space, and then continue with the pattern. Make double crochet in between all the doubles. Make double crochet until you have 2 more spaces left, 1 and 2, and here's our chain. Now we will decrease our sleeve and make 2 doubles together. Yarn over, go into the first empty space, pull up a loop, and go into the last empty space and pull up a loop. Then pull through 3 loops and pull through 2 loops, and that's our first decrease. Now you can make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and make a slip stitch between the chain of 3 and a double crochet under the stitch again, chain 3 to start the round, and then go in between the doubles again and make doubles all around. And when you get to the end, we will make the decrease again. At the end of the round, we have 2 spaces again, to the right and to the left, where we have the 2 doubles together. Yarn over, and we will always decrease the same way. Go to the right where we have 2 doubles together and pull up a loop, and then go to the left where we have the 2 doubles together and pull up a loop. Pull through 3 loops, then through 2, and finish the round. Make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and a slip stitch in between the previous chain of 3 and the double, chain 3, and make double crochet in between all the previous doubles. Finish the round, yarn over, go to the right and to the left of the double we crocheted together in the previous round. Go to the right, pull the loop, go to the left, pull the loop, pull through 3 loops and pull through 2 loops. Make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain, and in between the chain and the double, chain 3 and make doubles in between all the previous doubles. And now you can decrease and make the sleeve as long as you like and as narrow as you like. I made 19 decreasing rounds, and again you can make as many as you like. And please make sure on your last round make an even number of double crochet. I made 34. Make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain to finish the round. And now we will make the chainless double border again. Make a slip stitch into the 1st double through both loops, or regular slip stitch into the double. Then make the chainless double into the same stitch and make the half double into the same stitch. Skip 1 double crochet, make a slip stitch into the next double. Make the chainless double into the same stitch and make a half double into the same stitch, and repeat. Skip 1, make a slip stitch, make a chainless double into the same stitch and make a half double into the same stitch. And we can finish the round again by taking the loop from the front to the back through the 1st double crochet and make a chain and sew in the loose end. And now you can make the other sleeve the same way. Our cardigan is finished. I hope you like it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.